All right, I'm back. Let's see if it works this time. I got to figure out a new source for news though. I can't get it logged into Stock Titan. Every time I try, it it's like crashing my laptop. Thanks for your patience. 2 days in a row. Friday, and the group was overslept, and now today I'm having some technical issues. Yeah, so what I was saying about my phone was I assumed all my settings would be the same in it, my TradeZero, but I noticed when I went to enter a position, it was defaulted to 200 shares instead of 1,000. And now I'm getting a disclaimer every time I place an order, and it's like slowing me down. It's like, are you sure you want to trade this? And I uh, don't like that. I assume I changed that setting in the past, so I'm just gonna have to do that again. But anyways, through all the chaos, I got into JFBR. Still feels like my computer's lagging though. Yeah, so through all the chaos, I got in at 220. So I'm in this one now while this was loading. Oh, I'm trying not to get frustrated this morning because I don't want to trade frustrated. So my first trade on my new phone was red. I couldn't see what SUGP was, and I think it was probably a micro float by the way it was moving. That's all right. What if my edge was my old iPhone 12? Now that I have my new iPhone 17, I'm just going to be a terrible trader now. This one's tanking though, so when I close this one out, I'll be green, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm still getting this box that pops up. I'm about to murder someone. Yeah, JFBR, it was only $4 for 1,000 shares for this one. And the only reason I got in this one because it started looking like it was headed down. So I just went ahead and closed out at VWAP. So yeah, I'm at least green a few pennies now, but not red on the morning. But yeah, SUPR, I immediately started down like 500 bucks because of that one. But I caught it back on the way down, and I just caught a little tiny 20-cent move on JFBR. So basically break even on the day now. But anyways, let's get the rest of this set up. But yeah, a lot of low float movers today. So I'm gonna confirm that I'm not in a low float because I got away with some nano floats Friday, but that's not a strategy I want to keep doing is jumping in nano floats. So no more of those. And what I mean by nano is less than a million. Yeah, my computer's still lagging. Jesus Christ. I'm like a virus or something. I got hacked. Well, I'm probably sharing too much. I got hacked last week. Like, I guess that's all I'm gonna say. I share too much on here, but I don't know if they're how it happened. I don't know if they got my computer, but like with like my banks and stuff. And now I'm wondering like, why is my computer acting so sketchy? I don't know if they're. I don't know. Probably not related. But yeah, Friday after I got off the live stream, that's what I was dealing with. Okay, I think I'm all set up again. Let's see. Aren't you afraid of another SMX like move by trading these micro? Well, that's kind of what I was saying. But even SMX, it took like, I mean, it took a week to get to where it's at now. That's what all these people that try to scare you about these micro floats, like you can take a decent loss on them, but it didn't go from $5 to $500, 400 in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Just if it goes against you, get out of it. But to your point, those are the ones that are more likely to make those moves. So yeah, I usually try to avoid the super tiny ones. But just like they go up fast, they drop fast. So that's why sometimes they're still appealing to me. But um, it's never been a hard rule of mine. But it's getting close to being a hard rule of mine. Oh Jesus! So it's lagging again, man. I'm gonna try to be patient with this. But every time I log into the Stock Titan websites, my computer starts acting super sketch. But anyways, 2 minutes till 7:30. This is already I'm like beyond annoyed already this morning. So let me know if it keeps lagging, and I'm probably just gonna I don't know hop off. But yeah, so chaos of a morning. Got it. I didn't realize I'd have to reset up my phone after all this. But thank y'all for sticking around. I know it's annoying. But yeah, I gotta turn that setting off that it wants you to confirm your order before you send it. I assume that's in settings. I don't see it though. Oh, here it is. Skip order confirmation. Beautiful. Okay, I'm set back up now. 1 minute till 7:30. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some new pops. I don't know what money rotation play. I don't think there's any. So I think we're good. Sounds fine. Okay, good, 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 good. Well, thanks again for y'all's patience this morning. Getting some PRs. PHGE. I wonder if that one's moving. PHGE. Quite the opposite. Oh, it says discontinuation of phase 2. That's why. I wonder if this one keeps dropping. It's not good news. I was excited. Got my new phone. It's just been chaos this morning. WVE was moving, but I missed it. Quick little pop. LITM had some acquisition news. Let's see if it's moving. No. Oh, please quit lagging. Yeah, I don't really see anything I like, so. So I use so the way I find tickers is I just look at the top gainers on the app, on the mobile app for TradeZero, and then I have my trade idea alerts. I use trade ideas, and then I use Stock Titan to look up the news. But the Stock Titan website is like doing a little sketchy this morning, or maybe it's just my computer. I don't know. FULC pop over VWAP. ELAB. Dang, another baby float though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid this one. Now it dies too. Wow. I don't think I would have been quick enough to get in it anyways, but it died. But I know I was going in and out a little bit earlier, but I wanted to the what was the MAIM 7BB? It's like, aren't you afraid of another SMX like move trading these micro floats? So like this feels like something like Ross would say. You know what I mean? Like about how he would enter a $2 million position, it would go against him, and he would lose 10 million or something. So I think I played SMX, but I played it like very, very early on. Like, see how long it took to get up there? Like, there was 3 million chances to get out of this ticker. You know, so I think it is a good practice to avoid these tiny low floats, but it's not like it like got from $5 to $400 in a blink of an eye. This is like weeks. So if you're still in it from there in a short position, you probably shouldn't be trading. LRHC. Nope. SLAM. Or were you saying slam? Well, that was a ticker. But again, going back to it still is a good, especially newbies and a lot of these other solid short sellers. They usually do void less than a million, and that's why I avoided ELAB for sure. But there's been about only some really nano floats pushing the last couple of days, but I'm gonna try to sit them out. But yeah, it's a little disappointed with the option so far this morning, but we'll get WVE. He's back up. What's the story with this one? It's moving like a low float too, though. Oh, no, this says 100. This is a 1.39 billion market cap. And it says 134 million float. Let me verify that on FinViz because it's not trading like that. It's trading like a low float. That's a massive float. WVE. So y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a big company. So I'm going to avoid it. I don't have as good of luck with the $1 billion market cap, but it's kind of trading a little sketchy for a 1 billion market cap. So initially I look at the float on AskEdgar, and then if I question it, I'll confirm on FinViz, FINVIZ.com. They're both free. I mean, I have the paid AskEdgar, but it's included in the free version unless something's changed. And then my alerts too, like my trade ideas alerts will tell me the float size. But yeah, so for any newbies out there, the float under a million, they can run really fast against you. They can drop really fast in your favor too, but risk management first. So I've been trying to avoid the nanos lately. Last year I didn't avoid them, but I also had my P&L had a little more drastic moves in it last year as well, though. So I'm trying to dial in the nanos. So I prefer over 2 million ideally, because even if the company's trash, even if the news is trash, if the float is less than a million, people will jump in it just to pump it. And rightfully so. Those are the ones that run. That's not throwing shade at longs. Like if I was a long momentum trader in pre-market, that's what I would look for too. Once you find a stock you like, what are you looking at for a good entry on the daily? Just stick around. You'll see how I handle these. But yeah, I'm looking for resistance levels on the daily. So whether that's a 200 moving average, whether that's a gap fill, whether that's an area on the chart that it's popped to numerously and failed, that's what I'm looking for. RX. I haven't seen this ticker before, so I'm gonna assume it's a large company. Yeah, it's 2 billion. So I only short under 200 million because these are legitimate companies. If it's a $2 billion company, and they usually don't give back their gains as much. And occasionally I'll bend that rule, maybe 300, 400 million market cap, but 2 billion. Because my goal here is to short trash companies that are going to give back all their gains. And that's what most of these do. But if they're over a million market cap, well, this one's flushing. But it's really not up that much. But turned out to be a pretty good call. And again, it's not that I don't think they are going to flush, but they're just more legitimate companies, so they're less likely to flush. Because my game is a probability game. But that was a nice little flush. Hopefully you caught it. But this is another example, like they'll just keep pushing like this. Less likely to give back gains. But yeah, like I was saying, you can still get away with shorting some of these for sure. It's just it goes back to, and if y'all were on, if you're in the Discord group, y'all know how I like analyze time of day and things like that. It's the same thing with these bigger market cap tickers. I just noticed I didn't have as good of a success rate with these. Look, ELAB is about to go negative too. Wow. Got 83 people on today. I am surprised. I was like, that y'all are wanting to deal with the chaos this morning. Sorry again, because Friday I overslept. Then today having IT issues. But thanks for sticking around. We'll find something here, even though I like the early pops the best, but we'll find something. Yeah, WVE, it's pushing. Wow. Where are the likes? Yeah, guys, appreciate the likes and the subs, especially the likes if you're already subscribed. I don't know if I've done anything to deserve it today, but appreciate it regardless. But yeah, and if you're in the Discord, I forgot to record the end of month call, but I put together a document that kind of covered everything that we discussed. Feeling like an old man. I can't figure out Discord recording. Can't figure out my computer this morning. My phone settings. Go back to trading on the phone in the pit. Calling, making phone calls. Throwing up hand signs, gang signs in the pit. Or go to Samsung. No, the iPhone's fine. I just thought logging into I'll bring back the 12. I know what you mean. Bro, that thing was glitching on Friday. If y'all only knew, even on live stream on in the Discord, I couldn't like the screen was freezing. And I'm in like decent sized positions sometimes, and then I'd have to restart the computer or restart my phone, log back into TradeZero. Yeah, it was time to upgrade. And this one's gonna be fine, but I didn't realize that I would have to, like all my other apps, I don't have to go back and set up my settings, but in TradeZero, it went back to its default settings. But I should have tested that out. That's on me. But I assumed it would be the same. Had good energy. Yeah, what if that was the secret? What if like I'm never the same now? Because it was part of the whole process. Yeah, I've had it the entire my entire trading career, or since I've been profitable at least. My first trade on this phone was red. That's not a good start. I traded it in. I don't even have it. Should have. Yeah, I've made so much money on that phone just from since I created this entity. Y'all saw like I'm flirting with 400K now since last year, And I traded it in. What a clown. I should have framed that. Whatever. Now I'm not sentiment. I don't like. I'm not the type that like holds on to things like that. But that one probably was worth holding on to. If y'all know what I'm talking about, guys, sorry, it's a Discord. So I finally upgraded my phone from a 12 to a 17. And T-Mac thought that was hilarious. I was made quite a bit of money on a very dated phone. It is funny if you really think about it, though. WVE is still pushing. Jeez. But yeah, again, I'm glad I didn't play this one. So what did RX do? So it's just kind of hanging out around VWAP. We'll get some plays here, but yeah, it's been a little chaotic this morning, but I don't really think I missed that much, to be honest. There hasn't been any like besides ELAB, but it's a micro float, so I'm gonna try to avoid less than a million float because what was SUGP? The one I took the loss on, it had to be a small float too. 478. Yeah, I should have never touched that one. But I mean, I got out, then got back in. WVE looks weak now. Let's see. I'm not gonna play it regardless, but ain't nothing else to watch, so I'll watch it. And again, going back to talking about how I enter these trades, if you stick around, you'll see how I trade these, and maybe I'll think of some good examples. Maybe like IRBT from yesterday or Friday. Because see how like I got all these lines on the daily and stuff. So I played it off the EMA. I'll play them off the pivot. If there's a resistance level, I'll trade it off that. So I really need to make a little quick, like maybe like 30-minute course on YouTube about how I trade these tickers. And I plan on doing that very soon, potentially before the end of the month. But basically, I will also scale into these plays. But again, as I mature as a trader, I'm getting more and more away from scaling into plays and more just like trying to find a good initial entry. Bro, I know I still never got that for you, Alexandru. 10 minutes till 8 o'clock. There should be, it's 8 o'clock on a Monday. There should be some decent PRs. So thanks again, like I was saying, thanks for sticking around through the chaos. Maybe we'll get us a play here at 8:30. TWG pop. Oh, this is the one that, yeah. This is another low float. I'm gonna probably avoid it. Cause I remember this one from after hours. Doesn't look strong right now though. So if y'all are playing it, don't blame me. But I'm gonna probably sit this one out. Yeah, the market was very good last week. I had a great week last week. All green. I- yeah, all green week last week. And I usually do well. And this, like last week, was a perfect example of my favorite type of market where it's not like super hot, where everything's running 500%, but there's still a lot of action. Yeah, it's warm. That's a good way to put it. Who's GCP? Why did it get deleted? Why did it say I deleted it? Why does it have a ranch beside it? So confused. But 8 o'clock is in 5 minutes. So let's see if we get some pops. Saber. Haven't seen you in a while, bro. Saber used to bank in a circle group. OG. When I was struggling in spring and summer, he was part of the crowd that was killing it. Saber, what you been up to? You still trading, or you just been busy with life? Let's go. Having a baby soon. Congrats, bro. I don't know about that life, but congrats. Yeah, I see you in the circle group or in the Discord now, every now and then liking stuff, but I was wondering if you were still trading. Anyways, 2 minutes to go till 8 o'clock. FULC. Starting to push a little bit. Don't recognize this ticker either. Is this a larger market cap? Yeah, it's 800, 700 million. I'm not 200 or less is what I'm interested in. Yeah, if I was to play it, it probably would be closer to this $15 level, but I'm probably going to sit this one out, especially since 8 o'clock's right around the corner. Oh, did it finally get back, J Money? You got caught up in that one. Oh, it did get back. There we go. Mm. All right. See if we get any new PRs.
BDRX.
I don't want BDRX.
CETX.
I don't want that one either.
WVG.
GNLN, green.
MTVA.
GNLN's pushing hard. What is the floor? Let me see what this one is. GNLN.
JFBR.
It's a 1.3 million float, so it's pretty small too.
GNLN. RE2. HWH.
GNLN, I'll get it pulled up. I think I missed it though. I was trying to be careful with it, and then I missed the pop.
MRNO.
Okay, I'm in it now. Small floats, I got to stay close to it. But this is a trash company, Green Lane Holdings. I know because I used to buy from them. All right, I'm out. Woo! That one, I'm sorry, I didn't talk through that one very well. But anyways, I had an order at 394 to be. I almost timed the top on that one. Holy crap! So I got in at 1,000 and then got out on the drop. Is there more coming out now, or is HIND? Is there another one? HIND. Oh, that one already flushed. Jeez, that was a nasty one too. MRNO. Is that a? No. So HIND and GNLN were the plays. Holy crap, I can't believe I got that one. Oh, and then Moon Market just released a video right now. Low float penny stock can run 260%. I don't know what he's talking about, but I want to make sure I'm not in that one. Let me watch it real quick. Which one is he pumping?
ELAB.
He's pumping ELAB. You're about to see it run. it might not sustain, but it's going to probably push for a second. That's the only reason it's probably recovering right now. But I'm gonna stay away from it, especially since it's a low float. But yeah, GNLN caught this one. Obviously should have held because this thing's going negative. But Green Lanes, they sell like cannabis accessories and stuff. That's why I said I'm familiar with them, or they used to. I don't know what they do anymore. Now everybody's a crypto company, but hopefully y'all call HIND or GNLN. I got lucky with this one though. I think I didn't explain it well. So I got in, I had two orders, one at 394 and one at 379. I know that was a random, 378. So I got 500 at 378 and 500 at 394. And then I had another one at 420, but it didn't get filled. So it's down 15% now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, we got those pops that we were looking for. Yeah, HIND was another good one. See what happens with ELAB as Moon Market's pumping this one. And I just have my notifications on when Moon Market posts a video on YouTube just to make sure I'm not in it, because that's the reason why we have this green candle right here. RUBI. RUBI. Oh man, I missed this one. I'll get it pulled up in case it bounces, because I don't really enter on red candles like this. But I wish I would have. Wow. Good call, T-Mac. Hope you were in it. They're flushing today. I like to see it. Haven't fully taken advantage of it, but they're flushing today. Jelani said he called it 353 to 293. Let's go.
CETX.
I'd be having a somewhat decent morning if I didn't start off with SUGP running against me. Ooh, it's coming back. I wasn't even paying attention. I'll play this thing. Let me grab some locates. Or did I already grab them? No. They're probably gonna be expensive now. What's the float on this one? Kind of jumped in this one kind of quick, but I got a starter position just in case it doesn't hold up and it flushes again. And then I'll add some more at 378. And in the meantime, I'm going to do a little bit of research on this one. But we going down. That's why I jumped in it. All right.
BDRX.
And it's a tiny float too, 1.99. Huge short interest. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, I'm out at 321 since it previously has been bouncing off the 9. Am I leaving money on the table? Potentially, but see how it's on the 5 minute, it's been honoring the 9. Yep, and here it goes. This is gonna be the time it breaks. So played it from 345 to 3, where did I get out? 321. So it didn't make that much on it, but green is green. Oh my gosh.
ELAB.
This one goes negative. I'm gonna, yeah, EL, this is the one that Moon's pumping, just FYI. Not saying there's not gonna be a short opportunity. There will be, but it might pump a little bit first. Oh my gosh, we're at 280 now. And I got out at 321. I didn't leave any runners because I only had a starter position on it. So, but no good. And for y'all that are new, the reason why I tend to take profits kind of quick is because I would rather be annoyed at myself for taking profits too quick than being annoyed at myself for holding too long and it reverses on me and then now I'm red, which will happen a lot in hot markets, but in these in this market you don't see it as much. So I probably should have held this one a little bit. WVE VWAP retest. It's too big of a market cap for me. I'm not gonna be playing it. Martin, do your thing. Sniper. Well, I'm glad I caught RUBI, but man, I'm a little annoyed I missed. I could have caught another 40 cents on it though. GPCR is a large market cap, but that thing tanks. Let's pull it up and look at it. So I'm not doing anything else. GPCR. What in the world? Yeah, I don't know about this one. It's a $40 ticker too. Yeah, they had to have like negative earnings or something. When you grab locate shares, are they yours to trade with all day or can you only use them in one trade? 90% of them I can use as many times as I want. But occasionally there will be some that's one-time use. But most of them I can trade all day long. And when I'm done with them, TradeZero allows you to sell them back too. That's one of the unique things about TradeZero. You can sell them back and they'll give you a refund or a partial refund. Sometimes even more that's another reason why I try to get my locates. That's like one of the first things I do is grab locates, even if I don't use them, because they're usually super cheap in the beginning. If you wait, sometimes the price will go up. And then if it's a low float and a lot of people are trading it, there's been times where I've sold it back for more, but majority of the time, you know, if I pay $4 for it, I'll be happy if I get $2 for them when I sell them back. Because sometimes it's even less than that. Sometimes it's only $1. But it depends. It's supply and demand. It's a business for TradeZero. So if nobody wants those locates, they're not going to give you much for them. If people are seeking these locates, aka it's running, they'll give you more. Ross is having a bad day so far, negative 25K. Dang. We'll make 200K tomorrow or something. No, that's kind of extreme, but yeah, no, that's crazy. I'm not having that great of a morning. I just haven't been catching all the moves, but green, I'll take it. Yeah, for sure. ELAB, yep, this is the part where it fades. But I wouldn't be surprised if this one recovers because his little moon crew will be on this one, so it might try to run today. We'll see. But yeah, no problem. If you got any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I know I think it was you who asked earlier about how I enter these positions. We haven't really been given too many good examples today. I've just kind of been jumping in them quick. But if you stick around long enough, you'll see how I enter some of the ones that are running, finding key levels that I like to enter at. I like gap fills. I like the 200 EMA and SMA. No locates on ELAB. That might be a good thing. Warning sign. But yeah, it's a low float, so I'm not too surprised. Can you count the PA? What's PA mean again? What site do you use for DD? Oh, price action. What site do you use for DD? AskEdgar. Got a link in my description. They have a free version and a paid version. The free one's actually not that bad, but the paid version you just see a little bit more. WVE. See if I would consider that a gap fill. What are you talking about? I don't really see well, maybe up here, yeah. But see, it's already previously been in this area, you know what I mean? So I really wouldn't consider this like a gap fill. But again, I kind of trade. I could be wrong. Maybe that is considered a gap. Oh, because that's exactly where it went to. Maybe, Alex. It's not really the ones I typically look for, but it did kind of stop right there. So maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, I just checked. I can locate shares on ELAB too. You're on TradeZero? That's weird. Try again. Because again, it does change. Sometimes you can, and then if people sell them, oh no, I can't. I can't locate anymore now. I could earlier. WVE. I still have it pulled up because there's nothing else to really be paying attention to, but it's testing VWAP now. I'm not playing it. I'm gonna quit bending my rules so much. And the problem is I just don't really have any set rules I live by religiously. It's not that I'm necessarily bending rules. It's more like I view these things as red flags, but the nano float less than 1 million, I think soon that's going to be a hard rule. Sometimes I think TZ tells me no more shares because I keep spamming the button, bro. You ain't the only one. If I really want to get in a ticker, sometimes I'll keep slapping that locate button over and over again. Yeah, maybe Alex. Yeah, I mean that is where it responded and never could hold over. So maybe trying to think of a good gap fill we had recently. God, I have to look at my my short recaps to kind of show an example, but that is where it rejected at. But a gap, I could be wrong, but a gap fill traditionally is whenever it'll fill it up and it hasn't, like it's an empty space that it hasn't been filled before. Dang, it's already 8:19. I'm green on the day, but my P&L is not very impressive. Well, yeah. So Alex, then it could just be a resistance level regardless. So gap fill is pretty specific, but an area can still be. So for example, like see how it's, I don't know, this one isn't a very good example, but see how it's kind of bounced here previously though. So maybe that's just a solid resistance level on it, you know? I don't know. But these larger market caps, their charts aren't as fun. They're not as dramatic. You're green too, just trading. Man, I wish you get a couple more plays to keep, because I didn't. Looks like I'll be trading intraday today more than I wanted to. MBRX is pushing. It looks like it's probably a low float. It is, but not tiny. MBRX. Ooh, it's got beautiful resistance levels here. Some here, some here. Trash company, fundamentally, just a disaster of a company. Announces new anamycin collaboration in brain tumors. Man, the news is not holding up today. This might be a day to just try to get into some of these positions because they're all fading immediately. I was a little cautious with this one because it had basically no volume, like 60K. Even right now, only 62,000 shares have been traded on it. I like to see a little bit more in that. And that's why trade ideas probably didn't pick it up. Because I have my settings, I think, a little higher than that. WVE said it didn't care about VWAP. Said I'm a $1 billion company. I keep pushing. Might be an interesting retest. Watch me bend my rule for the retest. Let's see. Let me see. I want to see what it does up here. Yeah, I'm going to play it. Hope I don't regret it. Okay, got me a little starter. I'm going to add some more at 11.98 or 95. So I got in at a little early, 11.73, but just wanted to get me a little starter on it just in case it rejected before it got there. I tend to get into some of these plays early, but so far this one's rejected ever since I got in it. So let's see. Over here said I'm not going to play it, but this is a good retest though. I'm just going to hold it because I entered it small. Or try to hold it some. And then if it breaks a new high and holds, or if it holds over 12, I'll probably just get out, take a little paper cut on it. But yeah, my next entry is 11.95. But low expectations. Like I said, these bigger companies, billion-dollar companies, they just don't flush as cleanly. I know these two candles right here would beg to differ, but typically they don't. So I'm in my full position. So I want to see if it rejects here or if it keeps running. If it keeps running, I'm just going to get out, take a little small, little paper cut on it. See, I'm gonna get out now. That's why I don't like these plays. They just don't respond the same as these trash companies. They just blew right past it. Man, back to where now I'm red again. Jesus Christ, I just need to follow my rules. Don't even tell me about these tickers, guys. Like, it's a billion-dollar company. They do this. Like, y'all know this. I know this. I'm pretty annoyed at myself for even playing that one. But yeah, no, this is they don't respond the same way, guys. You can't trade a billion-dollar company like you can trade a 10 million trash market cap company the same way. And this is a perfect example. So let's see if we find something else. 8:30s in 3 minutes. I'm pretty annoyed about even playing this one, honestly. but that's on me. You missed WVE. The first time I didn't want to play it. I didn't miss it. And this is why I didn't want to play it. Because again, they will give back, but they're just less predictable. Like again, it's about playing things in your favor. $1 billion, like my edge is shorting trash companies that can't hold their gains. $1 billion company that has positive data is not my strategy. It could be your strategy, but it's not my strategy. So let's see if we get something in 1 minute. But now I'm back red on the morning. Just being dumb. Forcing a trade. Says I have the same rule and I went in small anyways. Short the trash. Number one rule for sure. Yeah. Now again, it's like my whole strategy is finding an edge against these trash companies. If this is a legitimate company. Yeah, Martin. I mean, we have similar rules too. Just like I do. Hate to hear that, bro. But yeah, I mean, again, this is not the ones you want to short for sure. Or they just don't give back the same. IBIO, a 200 daily alert. Right here. 151. I'm gonna play it. I like these plays. It's not up very much, but that's okay. What's the float on? Oh, it's a big float too. Let's go. So I hope it pushes up there. I got me a little starter already. I know I jumped in early, but I do that. So I got me a little starter on it. And then my next entry is 149. And then my next entry after that will be 155. So I'm in 1,000 shares. I'll add 1,000 more at 149 and then another 1,000 shares at 155. $22 million float, 26 million market cap. Overall offering risk very high. Warrant exercise risk very high. Don't see any news though. Yeah, I'm not seeing news. Not really sure why it's pumping. You do pre-market? Do you use hotkeys in TradingView? No, I just trade on mobile. The only reason I have TradingView pulled up is for you guys, so y'all can see what I'm looking at. I trade mobile, or I would screen share what I'm doing, but and I don't use hotkeys on mobile. ELAB's, yeah, ELAB struggling now. I'd like to see IBIO make a push up though. I like that the 200 kind of aligns with this previous resistance, or where it's flashed down that one time. But I want to see IBIO push a little bit harder. DTST. DTST. Ooh, this one's pushing a little bit. So it's only up about 10% now, but if it pushes a little more, I'll be interested. Yeah, not the best morning. I usually try to like wrap up by now, but I'm gonna trade a little bit longer. Missed this one, ASNS. Hope you called it Ross. Ross in the comment section. Yeah, I'm liking this play less. It's just like not even moving. Like, I mean, I like the 200 test, but this one's not even like, it's barely moving. It's only got 700 shares traded on it. Yeah, somebody said that earlier. Ross is down. He bounces back quick.
IBIO.
Okay. We're getting, let's see if that other field got filled. The 149. Nope, not yet. There we go. Just got filled. Seeing big size on the bid. Somebody wants it to keep pushing. Another big size on the bid.
IBIO.
Somebody's pushing it up for sure. So I got a 155 entry. I don't love this play anymore. I like, y'all know I like these quick moves to the 200. So if it keeps running, I'll probably just cut. Got my next entry at 159 though. Added a little bit more at 151. Oh, good. So I'm back in the money now. So let's just see if we get a little bit of a fail here. This one's gonna be a slow one though. A few LCs moving. This is that bigger market. Yeah, I'm not playing any more big market caps today. IBIO back above VWAP. Saber, I see your comments, but I hope you make some money on it, but I'm gonna sit it out. But yeah, it was a nice retest. That's what I tried to play on WVX and I got burnt. So I'm in IBIO. Hope you got in though, because that thing flushed, Saber. Still in just IBIO. See what it does around this level. There we go. A little bit of a flush. I'm gonna hold it. I might regret it, but I want to see if it reverses here. Cause I just need a bigger win. I should probably just take my little base hit, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Made 1.4K. Let's go, Saber. It's more than probably more than I'll make my entire morning. Or pre-market at least. I think it was Chandler. You know what you're doing, bro. Give yourself credit. IBIO is pushing back up. I'm gonna add a little more up here. But yeah, this morning hasn't been my favorite, that's for sure. So I added a little bit more here at 154. But again, I don't like this play. It's moving too slow. Intraday I don't mind, but for these 200 rejections, I like them to be a little bit quicker. I'm in a decent size with this one now, though, for me not to be that confident in it. Yeah, not my favorite pre-market. This one's kind of brutal, guys, to be honest. Kind of brutal for me. There were some opportunities. I just didn't, the ones I did catch didn't take full advantage of, but it happens like that sometimes. And I have 2 losses on the morning, WVE and SUGP. And I usually, a lot of times I'll go these whole live streams without a loss. So that, that definitely doesn't help. Yeah, and if this one breaks a new high, basically if it gets up to 158, I'm gonna just stop out at this one and just call it a morning. Foco's no trades for me yet. Yeah, I don't blame you there. Not a ton of great setups to be honest. Or the ones that were solid, they just flushed immediately. But I'm still feeling, like I said, low confidence for this one. But I do like that on the 5 minute, this wick is shorter than this wick is shorter than this wick, and it might potentially fail here. But still, it's just such a slow mover. I like the quick moves towards the 200. They just seem to fail a little quick, or yeah, they tend to fail that level better, for lack of better words. I'm in 6,000 shares with this thing at this point now though. I'm in the money. Average is 152 and some change, so almost 153 because I just keep adding up here. Um, and I feel comfortable doing that because my wrist is going to be tight. So if it gets to 158, I'm not even probably going to let the candle close. If it proves it wicks higher, I'm probably just going to stop out of it. But I want to see if there's a little bit of a flush on it. Might not be. It's just moving so slow. I might not get that. Yeah, it'd be nice to see. Oh my God. Well, it's in the 160s now, and I'm still in it. Yeah, not happy with this morning at all. But it happens. That's part of trading. So, but I would be lying to say I'm not annoyed. 3 losses on the morning, like whatever, whatever. Yo, strength's never a good sign. You have to zoom out because you don't even know where the top of the candle is. Oh my gosh, I'm back in the money now. So I'm gonna just trim. I'm gonna trim or break even. Let's just say break even. Man, what a trash morning. Are we about to flush now? I'm still in 2,000 shares. Obviously I trimmed some on that flush. I held through the 160 crap, but I'm gonna stay till 9. I don't trade as well at 9, but man, I'm annoyed. But not like annoyed where I think my judgment's flawed, but not necessarily revenge trading. It's just like I'm annoyed. I got 3 losses on this morning. Got my new phone. I was excited. So far, I need to go back to my iPhone 12. Yeah, see y'all. I'm gonna stick around for the 9 o'clock pop and um, see if there's any plays, and if not, I'm gonna skedaddle as well. Basically, yeah, that's basically all I got. I don't know. They just said, well, they actually, nah, they gave me like $300 for it. So I didn't think I would do anything with it. So I was like, yeah, sure. I'm holding this. This thing's gonna, I don't think it'll open above the SMA. So I'm holding it. I'm in the money now. I still ended up taking a little bit of a loss on it because I trimmed some at 158 and 154, but I added some more shares back. But anyways, I honestly, like I was saying, it's not my favorite setup. I probably should have just sat on my hands with this one. But do you trade at market open? Yeah, I do. Just not on the live stream. A lot of times I'll skip market open because of the volatility, but I'll trade it sometimes. Nine o'clock's in 3 minutes. But yeah, no, I definitely not a good. This whole morning, this is what happens though. The day I slept in or I overslept, I kind of had a rough pre-market. And today, with all the technical chaos, I had a rough pre-market. It's just like if I get thrown off my A game, my trading is just not the same. But there wasn't as many setups today either. There we go. Now it broke the VWAP. I'm just holding this thing. I'm still in 4,000 shares, up about 180 on it now, but well, now it's back up, so not now, but my average is almost 154 now, so I'm just going to see if it flushes. Like I said, they usually, I'm not confident it's going to open up today above the SMA. It could, but I'm going to just see if we get a flush. 9 o'clock is 2 minutes away, see if we get some money rotation away from it, but I don't know if the money rotation is going to work on this one because it's not like a high volume one that's moving.
TG.
Big float. TGE. I'm going to play it. I'll pull it up on the screen in just a second. I'm grabbing my locates. And I jumped in at 128. Let's see where it's at now. Ooh, we're flushing a little bit. Oh, let's go. I'm out. 115. So played it from 128 to 115 really quick. That was a quick one. Jeez. But it wasn't much of a move on it, so I got out quick. Anyways, any more moving at 9 o'clock? Do y'all see anything? IBO back in the money on it, but I want to see more of a flush on it. Let me know if y'all see anything else, because I might not stick around if there's nothing else moving. Bro, I need to go to that iPhone store and find my old phone. Tell them I'll buy it back from them. So again, I'll give it another minute or so, but if I don't see another pump here shortly, I'm gonna just hop off. And I might just hold IBIO into market open. I just have a hard time believing it's going to sustain these gains. I think it's going to give it back. Still in 4,000 shares. If we get back up in the 160s, I'll probably just stop out. Not the best trading this morning, but all good. If you're in the Discord, I'll be active throughout the day. But overall, pretty disappointed with this pre-market, but the day's not over. So on that note, I will see y'all next time.